watch the NFL on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly true of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes, but it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game, and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Quickly to the air is Burrow. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but only second down. You look at this Browns defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It was up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Saints punter now. DeAndre Carter back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats on the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Goes to his man on the out. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Shador. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly learn with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Throwing is Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them, so that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play is called, they're always hoping it's going to break big, can go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Burrow will throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And it's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. The tight end in motion right. And they go play action now. Burrow. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Burrow. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing promising drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which... ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now Jackson. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. The guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And Chubb trying the middle here. Powerful running. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Burrow. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Burrow on play action. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. The Saints at 7-3 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To the air again, Burrow. And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints have moved out in front. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Throw right side complete to Carter. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Now all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Allen Robinson, 56 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play action with Burrow. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're out to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Browns drive about to get started. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
To throw is Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Burrow. Another one caught by Collins. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Left side to Lamb. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This is caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Touchdown, Saints. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. With the football going back over down to the Cleveland Browns. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it again with Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing is Jackson. Robinson's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown! Nico Collins from 6 yards away. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw out wide is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st first down, but unable to do much from there. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Jackson. And Cook has it left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson. This is caught by Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll find Moreau here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's Jackson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Crosby is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Now Burrow. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 72 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. CeeDee Lamb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cleveland offense making their way out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
To
throw is Jackson. flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson now. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Chubb. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11 now. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, It was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.